What is up, traders? Let's get into the weekly outlook video. Today is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. So we are running, before I get into this, a 10% off soul funding discount. That is our prop firm. So that's on 100K, 250K, or 500K assessment. So you can click the link below. So that's going to be going all week. So dive into that. There's no time limit, and if there is a secret into passing a funding challenge, it's really just taking it one trade at a time and playing the long game. So there's no time limit, and it's only one stage. It's not like a challenge phase and verification. It's just one stage, 10% target. So take your time. How much time have you wasted, trying to funding challenge, getting there, getting close, trying to force it to the end, or rushing yourself, breaking your rules, and having to start all over again, right? When really, if you just took it one trade at a time to trying to get funded, then, you'd be funded by now. So that's one thing that's helped me out tremendously. So, and you can take advantage of the no time limit. So getting into the trades for the week. So here is the dollar index. I talked about this in our video on Friday. And so I'm looking for dollar CAD here. I mentioned this, man, and there's some really good trades. Didn't quite get the pullback we were looking for, but you can see here, I'm really looking for us to line up to this zone. So I like to make zones out here, and what that looks like is a area that was support, gets broken down, turns into resistance. And so, it's a pretty good distance to the one I just marked up here. But say we get about 150 pip pullback, maybe we get some dollar strength this week. GU was in absolute beast mode at the end of last week. So, hopefully we can get a pullback here. And, I'm not holding my breath for a huge, like crazy amount of dollar strength, but just enough so we can get a good 4-hour entry. NZD USD, pretty interesting setup here. We retested this point of interest, the supply zone. If we take our that's not a Fibonacci. We take our Fibonacci from this high to the low, we are right at the 78.6, right? So, this is saying, hey, we might get a rejection here, and that's what I'm going to be looking at this week. So not only the dollar pairs, but man, I mean, let's take a look at CAD yen. Kicking myself in the butt for missing these trades. And also GJ, shout out to Orison too. I want to give you a little shout out here, man. Orison is in the accelerator, is also in the fast track group program where I work with him one-on-one. And he messaged me. He was like, dude, GJ, right here. We have this cross. You can see the cross and the momentum. You can see the momentum entry confirmation tool right here. And I had this line marked up from when he messaged me. I was like, oh man, hopefully we get a bigger pullback to the envelope. And that didn't happen, right? I mean, it was 200 pips to the envelope, which is this is a 200 moving average. These are waypoints on a map. You might see a few indicators on here, but all they really are waypoints, and just so I can look at it as a point of reference. So anyways, I texted him back. I was like, man, hopefully we get a deeper pullback, and then I'm in for sure. And so man, your analysis was correct. Good call on that, because look at this, right? If we use this doing the momentum strategy and looking at the momentum, which is right here, see a cross, we see the entry confirmation cross. We would put our stop loss below that last low there, about a 40 pip stop. Say we had a 45 pip stop there, right? Obviously in retrospect, but man, this went 700 pips last week. I mean, just insane. And that's over the course of 3 days. So anyways, I don't even want to look at it. Orson, great call. I'm sure you're like, yeah, I don't want to look at it either, bro, because you said you're not going to get in it, right? So that's the thing. Like when your analysis it all lines up, you gotta go with your gut, right? So man, good call. I mean, that would have been with a 40 pip stop, a 1 in 20. So almost 1 in 18. So but there's GJ, right? EJ, not as much, you wouldn't think, because Euro started to gain strength towards the end of the week, but was really weak, in terms of EURAUD. But if you look at it on EJ here, here's another just textbook momentum move, right? So anyways, I'm showing you these because I'm looking for an opportunity for us to pull back some. This was 500 pips. And I actually took a shot at UJ towards the end of the week and got stopped out right here, unfortunately. And here's that pullback. Same pullback. So if I can get in on UJ here, I'm going to be looking to get in. So we'll see. Because hopefully this follows suit, and maybe we get that dollar strength, enough for dollar strength, I should say, for us to get a move, catch a move. So we could get some entries on some of these pairs, including the yen pairs, including the dollar pairs. And the commodity currencies have been super strong. Aussie CAD, kind of trading in a bit of a channel here. Right, so we're at a channel support. So the thing is do we hold in this channel, or do we pull back a little bit further towards this confluence right here, which is what I'm hoping. And that's going to provide a entry opportunity from here to here. And so this is what I would be looking for a potential entry. Say we pull back a little bit further, and I mean that's almost 100 pips there to create an opportunity to get back in on Aussie CAD. You look at Aussie Swiss. We're at a pretty, stopping point. So maybe this will happen. We'll get a pullback. Aussie New Zealand as well, kind of hit a bit of a ceiling here. Some resistance, found some resistance. And so this is what I'm going to be looking for going into this week. A pullback in some of these crosses here. Euro New Zealand's kind of all over the place. You look at EURAUD. Now, this is Aussie has been super strong, as you all, I'm sure, well aware, right? So this is what I was looking for a few weeks ago, getting in on here, and we finally got a move. And so if we can rally somewhere around this order block right here, this would be a really good potential entry opportunity for this pullback. So then we can get back in the direction of the overall trend, right? And so we're pulling back right here, looking for that momentum cross. We're going to set our alerts. So that's all set up and good to go. And GJ, shout out to you, Greg. I know you're going to watch this. You've been, or GA, I should say. So I'm not completely sold on this rollover. Maybe we'll get one more push up. Hopefully we do. And then that's going to create an opportunity to where we can get in and short. I caught a great move right here last week, trading out of this bear flag pattern, and we've just kind of gone sideways. And here, clearly, take off that fib. You can see a little bit better. So, potentially a lot of these are a bit sideways, GA. Honestly, kind of even making an inverted head and shoulder pattern here. So something to keep in mind, that maybe we get a bigger move and we don't completely roll over here, right? So, man, a bunch of stuff lining up. Hopefully we get a pullback on these dollar pairs. Today's Sunday, it's Father's Day. So tomorrow might be a little bit slow in terms of data. It's way slower than last week. And then, we have Bank of England around, I think, Thursday. So, that's going to be a big deal, but it's going to be a lot more technically driven this week, at least let's hope so, and a lot less fundamentals pushing the market around. So let's have an amazing week, everybody. Let's crush it. Again, 10% off on a soul funding assessment. You only have one shot at it, right? I mean, by one shot, means you don't have to, it's one phase. I should rephrase that. And it's one phase, no time limit. Take your time. And like I said, if there's a secret, and this is what the people that I mentor one-to-one, like Orison, man, great call on GJ, by the way, taking one trade at a time, one setup at a time. All you need to do is to nail that 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. In the case of these big trending moves, like I showed you with GJ, I mean, that was 115. Of course, it's easy in retrospect, but you know, that was a great call, great setup. And there's going to be more if the yen continues to rally. There's going to be more like that coming down the pipeline. So thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Let's crush it this week, and I'll see y'all in the group. Peace.